for your headlines right now. We'll get more of those coming up in a little bit, but now we're going to talk about this at 8:19. According to the Center for Disease Control, depression affects 1 in 10 adults in the United States, basically 10% of people. And for those, here's an interesting question. Could your home be making you sick or make you feel down? Here with me now is Sherry Anshara, the author of Depression Does Not have to keep you depressed. Sherry, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, so you say depression doesn't have to keep you being depressed, and that some people actually bring this negative energy into their homes. How do they do that?
Well, how they do that, when they're depressed, what happens is that energy comes from the inside to the outside. And so long after the symptoms are gone, it can still be there. So here are some signs if your house is making you sick.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. The topic I heard about this morning, and I was like, okay, this is very, very interesting. So how can your home be making you sick?
Well, one of the things, if your friends or family don't want to come over, that's a sign. If they avoid you at all costs and say, I'm not coming over. Or the fact is that just simple things to do where you just don't want to get up in the morning. You just feel like, oh, I just can't do this. Or if you're like on that TV show, The Walking Dead, it's like, oh my God, this is the night and the day of The Walking Dead.
That happens to folks who get up early in the morning, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, or you could have, if you have to take sleeping pills to go to sleep at night, you're not getting any rest. So that negative energy can stay in there because it gets emitted from you. And if you're in that thinky brain, or the other thing is if you have the Oscar the Grouch syndrome, where you're crabby and grouchy all the time, no matter what.
Yep.
And so that's, I was watching a segment, and this is certainly not a judgment of Lindsay Lohan.
Sure.
And it showed that she was like hoarding clothes and shoes.
I've heard that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And so what happened is you can tell that her internal that was going on is all of that mixed up stuff, and so that gets externalized. And so she is actually a great, in a way, role model to show us what we don't want to do, and to help her not do that.
Now, so how can we clean up our homes to get the depression and kind of the down feeling out of there, to get more people to want to come and see us?
Well, there's some really wonderful things that you can do. So I have a formula called HOME. HOME, the H is for a more holistic approach in things that you do, and I brought some items. And O is for organize. If you organize, and there's all kinds of things on the market, but when you use something, put it back. Just put it back. It makes it, and then you can find it. It makes it so.
You're right about that.
Like, where did I put this?
Exactly.
So even at home, I put my keys in the same place when I come in. And so I know exactly where they are. And M is like, move on. Stop hanging on to the stuff that happened in the past. Oh my God, I did this. You did it. It's over.
Yeah, it's done. You can't fix the past. You can just fix the future.
And the other is the E, which is really the energy and the environment. So here are some items that I have.
What'd you bring real quick here?
As inspire, people put like sticky notes on their mirrors. So I have this word called inspire. So I put words all over my walls and inspire in my office. So if I am working on something, I look up, there it is. I have an orange spray and it just smells so good. Would you like me to give you a spray?
Sure, real quick.
Real quick. It smells so good. And this like clears the energy. Oh,
very cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's great.
And then I also have a salt lamp, and salt lamps take a lot of that negative energy out of there. And I have like a little heart, and so those are tools that I use for my own clients in my own office as well as my own home.
I love that spray.
Isn't that fabulous?
That's great.
It's so good.
You want to find out more about Sherry and how she can help you stop your home from making you sick? Go to our website, casa.com. Everything you need is on the blog right there. I love your positiveness and your energy. Is positiveness a word?
Well, thank you. I love yours too.
Oh, no, thanks.
But you know what? Positive attracts positive.
Darn right it does.
And
we're a great couple. You know that?
Absolutely.
All right. Again, head to casa.com for all the information. 8:23.